Greetings everyone, what is up with me again, Tam Prime 1 with another video review. For this video review, we'll be taking a look at the shadow clone of Leo Breaker known as Nemesis Breaker from Transformers Cybertron. And I must say this, yeah, they definitely did a really great job at creating a more shadowed version of a Transformer compared to what they did with Crumplezone in the Cybertron series. Because from what I remember Megatron saying, Nemesis Breaker is like the dark like the dark thoughts or something from Leo Break. Like it was dark thoughts. He says it was the dark thoughts that Leo Breaker kept in his mind. And I know we all keep dark thoughts in our head, but quite frankly, like even I know that Leo Breaker is a lot more pure than this. But quite frankly, if you ask me, with Nemesis Breaker right here, he's more of like the shadow of like the darker side of Leo Breaker. Kind of hard to really explain that part, but you all know what I mean. But yeah, whenever they made Nemesis Breaker right here, I must say this: I was very impressed with what they did with him. Very much impressed, and it's kind of like a Shattered Glass version at the same time of Leo Breaker, but not really, because we all know in a mirrored universe, like in a different universe, there would be like a good guy Nemesis Breaker and a bad guy Leo Breaker. to where like we all know Unicron would be good. Megatron, without the armor of Unicron, use a much lighter mist on Leo Breaker and create like a much lighter version of him in that universe. But yeah, you all know how that goes. But I will say this, Nemesis Breaker right here looks really great. They did a fantastic job, and I can't fully, I think that they actually made like a more purple looking version of him back then. I can't fully remember if they did or not. I think I might have seen him before online, maybe maybe on those little paper thing, those gigantic paper things that show us the future toys and whatnot for the Transformers from the Transformers Cybertron series. But yeah, I still love what they did with him right here, and I also love the repaint of him much later on after the Transformers live action movie, like at least a year or so after the live action movie, because they made it to where they repainted Leo Breaker again and named him Leo Prime. Now I had no idea of it. I was still getting into Transformers back then because I had no idea what Transformers was about, quite frankly, but I did like this repaint of him a lot better, and with Leo Prime, it's decent, but it just does not like literally ring a whole lot of bells. But I wouldn't mind having him in my collection. But yeah, they definitely did a really good job with the overall repaint of Nemesis Breaker right here. Blah, I cannot talk right now. So yeah, very good, very nicely done. And also, as you all know, he does have a Cyberplan key gimmick. Same as Leo Breakers. Just insert. There we go. Oh, also, before I forget, I have a birthday shout out to my friend Sandy Gamer Girl on Twitter and here on YouTube. I can't remember her username. Might be the same. If I remember it later on down the line, I'll definitely be able to tag her in my video review right here. So yeah, my apologies, Sandy. My apologies. I've been wanting to get this taken care of with, and I've also been pretty busy at times. But yeah, still, happy birthday to you, Sandy. Happy birthday. So yeah, go ahead. It's right there. There you go. And there we go. His claws, his little Cyberplanet key claws. There we go. So yeah, there you have that right there. And I love how they change up all the colors. And also, if you can see right here, like I didn't fully realize this until now, but like the Decepticon, he has like a Decepticon symbol in these little wavy, in these little spiky circle or what have you. I'm not for sure how you want to call it. But he has like a Decepticon symbol like inside of this little thing right here that has these little wavy spikes on it. So yeah, you have that right there. I honestly thought this was a weird pattern for many, many years until I got a good enough look at it today. I'm like, wait, that's a Decepticon symbol in there. So yeah, he's definitely the shadow version of Leo Breaker. Speaking of Leo Breaker, here he is for a brief comparison. Just a brief comparison. You can definitely tell like of how much they are mirrored off each other. Like Leo Breaker is the good side. Nemesis Breaker is the bad side, despite the fact, like, I think they used the same voice actor for him to make him go, and then he just vanishes. Because we all know he turns into like Dark Energon Mist. And I know it looks weird without his tail. It looks weird, but I don't know where his tail is. How do I lose things in my collection? I have no idea. Don't ask me how. Do not ask me how. I have a bit of a busy life still. And also, you can definitely tell, like, right up here, they did not include any kind of design. It would have been pretty nice if they included, like, maybe a blue design right here. That would have been really nice right there for them to include. Also, I wonder... Oh, yeah, that's right. The claws up here. I do like the fact that they just did not make his claws entirely black claws or just entirely blue claws. But I love the fact they managed to make it to where, like, you have these little blue bits up here. It would have been nice... I think it might have been nice the other way or that, or it might have really strongly clashed. I think it would have more strongly clashed with this right here. So yeah, it's a good thing they did the black first, and then the teal looking blue or the light blue. I think it's like a turquoise blue. Can't remember. But yeah, I do like that right there. But with Leo Breaker, I do love the fact that like it would have been interesting to see him with like maybe gold up here, or perhaps a lime green color. It might have been interesting, but quite frankly, I love how they did this right here because like it's like an artist design. It's like an artist design. You want to make it look presentable. You want to make it pop. This pops. This pops. Love how they did that. And also, I definitely love the fact that they made to where like they changed up his eye color to like more of a red color or an orangey red color, while his is just a orange color. And also, you guys can definitely tell like the piping right here. Well, these little, can't remember what I called them before, but yeah, these little bits right here are red, while these are silver, as you all know. So yeah, they definitely did a pretty good job with that right there. So you have that right there. Now, let's go and get down to the transformation sequence, shall we? The transformation sequence real fast is pop off the tail, as we all know. Going to take this back here, his hind leg. Align these properly. Oh, and also while in land mode, I almost forgot to do this as well. I'd say that they're about the same right there. I'll do up Leo Breaker real soon. Ugh. Yeesh, I thought Leo Breaker was stiff. Also, one thing I forgot to mention was the Japanese name for Leo Breaker, and it is Liger Jack. I wonder what his name would have been. I wonder what his name was in the TVs. Maybe Nemesis Jack? Maybe so. Possibly Dark Jack? I have no idea. I wouldn't know. I will be honest. Wouldn't know at all. Pop these off right. Pop this right there. Cut that right there, and bring this on up. Bring his head on out. And there we go. There we are. Gonna put the tail right in there. As we all know, both these figures have the same post. They have the same about the same of everything, but minor, just very, very minor differences. And I forgot to take a look at the toes from before, but here is Nemesis Breaker in his overall robot mode. I'm going to increase the camera up a good bit. There we go. There we are. Looks a little lopsided, I'll admit. There we go. I think I might have that right there. So yeah. Definitely same transformation gimmick. Definitely same overall. But yeah, they definitely did a really great job. You can definitely tell, like, they definitely changed up his look up here. It's really, really popping on out. I love how this pops on out right there. Especially like with like the little crest right there. That's really nice. Love the little mouthpiece right there. I'm beginning to wonder, like, with how they also made Brush Guard, like Brush Guard would have been like the darker version of Overhaul. He definitely would have been the darker version of Overhaul if Megatron had that dark mist on him and just cast it on Overhaul a bit. Like, I shall name you Brush Guard. Like, oh my gosh, I just realized something. Oh my gosh. Like if Megatron already had that dark mist, he would have been able to make more Decepticon, more of a Decepticon army with Optimus's army. Because as I remember, they repainted Red Alert as Cannonball. They repainted Jetfire as Sky Shadow, and so on with quite a few other with quite a few others. So he would have been able to have more of a Decepticon army compared to what he has right now, because he only had like Starscream, Thundercracker, Ransack, Crumplezone, Lugnuts. Can't forget Lugnuts, and also I think that's pretty much it right there. But yeah. So yeah, I love this overall look right here. Put them over here. So now for the same comparison, I want to put them in here with Leo Breaker. Gonna take that one out. Whoopsie, sorry about that, Leo Breaker. How did you fall? I think I might have tapped you or something. Adjust it now. Now I was gonna adjust it a little bit. There we go. There we are. So now you have both Nemesis Breaker and Leo Breaker. Also with his toes right down here, you can definitely tell the difference within those toes right there. You can definitely tell the difference. And I love the fact of what, like, still I love the change in the head crest and everything. But I think they made it to where his red is a little bit of a darker red, like just slightly darker, while his is still a little bit of a lighter. Definitely the head crest right here is like teal blue, as you all can see, because they definitely used a lot of the teal blue on him compared with Leo Breaker, because if they use this right here, it would blend in too much right there. So I'm glad they made this into a gold bit right here on his forehead rather than a gray area, because like that would have blended in way too much with the overall head design. So yeah, they definitely did a really fantastic job with both these guys. Why are you not standing up correctly? Did I not get your heels correctly? There we go. So yeah, we have that now. Cybertron Planet Key. Take out Leo Breaker real fast. And up, please. Insert the Cybertron Planet Key. There you go. Into the other side. Cybertron Planet Key into the slot. There we go. Come on. Oh! There he goes. Yeesh. I thought the figures I cleaned were stiff compared to this. Compared to him. Like, wow, that did not want to come out at all. So yeah. Yeah, that Cyber Planet Key power. Well, Cyber Key power actually. And now for I need to get this thing into a proper alignment real fast. That way it's not flopping around. With Megatron right here, we all know what happens with Megatron in the TV series. Let's see, let me just realign this real fast. There we go. Oh, please stand up. Tap that in right there, because that is necessary for your combined mode. Now, what we're going to do is this. With Megatron right here, I'm going to go and put him off to the side. Leave him stand off to the side. Place Nemesis Breaker's arms to the side as well. And the way he transforms first combined mode, it's very simple. Both his arms just vanish right here. I'm going to go ahead, tuck that claw in. Tuck this claw in right here as well. Now just go ahead, tap it in. This right here to the back, like just fold up the heels. And now one thing I noticed in the show, they have it to where like these guys right here, their heels just fold on up into the legs. I'm surprised they didn't have enough engineering space in the legs themselves just to put these feet so that way you could have it to where it could combine into the legs as they were. I think they were just trying to give this more of a wrist rotation, possibly. Not for sure, but yeah, it would have been nice if they would have made it to where these could have possibly went into there somehow. That way, you would have been able to get more of a show-accurate combiner mode. But quite frankly, like I think they had their limited spaces, especially with the space right here because like the race would rotate around, especially with Leo, primarily with Leo Breaker. With him, however, he just does this right here, and this just appears on the front right there, as you all know. So yeah. I know I over explain things. It is an old habit of mine. It's an old habit. So yeah, there you go. Here we are now for the combined mode with Megatron. It's the combined mode with Megatron is very, very simple. It's a bit different. It is, well, as we all know, we are having Optimus Prime. His is going to be different. It's going to take his body right here, untap that, rotate this on out right there. I almost forgot to do this as well. You're supposed to take this, I think, like with his arm right there. It's going to do like that right there. Push this in. Trust me. This is one issue I have with Megatron. His waist does not, his legs do not want to stay tucked in like that right there at all. So here we go. So far, rotate this. This little tab. Well, this little tab will go in that little slot right down there. Once you do this right here, bring this on up, right there. This will stay in alignment. There we go. Just go and rotate this arm on down. Rotate it on down. Rotate it on up. Rotate it on up. There we go. We'll fold it on up is more like it. Make sure that's in the proper alignment and tap it into place. Make sure it's secure. Now what you're all thinking, where is this thing going to go to? This thing will just tap into this little tab will go under that little lip back there. So there we go. That way it'll pretty much stay securely into place. Just gotta make sure I tab this in correctly if possible. Just gotta just make a couple of adjustments. There. Oh, there. I just had to rotate this on out a little bit. That one was not rotated properly. So yeah, there you go. There we have it. Now he's going to stay. Now this is going to stay in securely. Now what we want to do next is this. Just going to take Nemesis Breaker right here. These would have two panels right here that would open up, top and bottom, and you would just power link Nemesis Breaker into the left arm like he does in the show. He can also tap in onto this arm, but quite frankly, I like to do it on this arm for more show accuracy. Bring him forward a bit. Like he's going to be a bit lower. It might be slightly lower in the show, but I wish I had more than one little joint in there so he gets secure and proper. So he gets secured at a more proper angle. Yeah, there you go. Bring out the little claws. Bring out the thumb piece. Now I'll say this: in high school, whenever I was looking this on up, I noticed that someone put it on up to where like the heel piece was on out in high school, and I was like, I never thought of doing that right there. So I did it with Leo Breaker, and it pretty much worked. It pretty much does work. And there we go. There we are. There is Nemesis Breaker combined with Megatron for Doc Claw mode. But yeah, this is real. I do like this right here. They definitely did a really good job with this overall. And if you're wondering about the Cybertron, keep doing it right here. I don't think it's gonna. I could try fitting it on the arm right there. I'm not for sure if it'll work or not. And this is a little side heavy, just a little side. Yeah, this is a little side heavy right there because like this is not fully secure to where it will stay up. This is like more side, like as I said before, more side heavy. So yeah, there we have that right there. I want to just lay him on down for a second. You want to hang on for a second right there. Now for the quick comparison, here he is going to be with Cybertron, Savage Claw mode. As you all can tell, Leo Breaker is definitely more meant to be the left arm, while Nemesis Breaker is more meant to be, right arm, left arm. I'm getting myself mixed up. Excuse me. So yeah, Leo Breaker is more meant to be the right arm because of its Autobot symbol right there to represent, to give Optimus Prime like more of a G1 look. Well, as with Nemesis Breaker, he has Decepticon symbol on his right arm. Well, that's. I'm curious now. I'm curious. Okay, so Leo Breaker only has his on his left arm, while Nemesis Breaker has it on his right arm to present as a left arm for Megatron. Okay, trying to say that as clear as possible. Yeah, y'all can see what they did right here. Y'all can definitely see what they did right here. They definitely did like a pretty good job with these guys right here. I do love the fact that they made it to where Nemesis Breaker is like one to go up against Leo Breaker right here. But ultimately, Sonic Wing Mode can beat Dark Claw Mode. I do wish they would have had it to where both like Sonic Wing Mode and Savage Claw Mode could unite together, as I did in my custom video of Sonic Claw Mode. That way they could beat Megatron and Nemesis Breaker hands down. But as we all remember, he lost to Metroplex. They both lost to Metroplex. I'll do a size comparison of them right there. But I'll admit this, like, I really didn't think on it, but quite frankly, y'all can see right here. Pretty good size comparison. Well, for what I was mentioning earlier about the whole wrist technique, like this right here would be like Nemesis Breaker's wrists. You have to move this heel right here as well, just to get him to move up here a little bit. There we go. We are for a bit of a wrist movement, and also for the elbow. There you go. Right there. We are so far. Now for the Cybertron key. Oh, whoops. Yeah, no, fix that. Okay, stay. Thank you. Have that in. There we go. Oh, whoops. Thought that was in there. Uh-oh, yeah, he's falling. He's falling. There we go. Put that in there. I'll just leave him like that right there. It's hard to keep him on. Up. There we go. Come on out. There we go. I did it. There you go. Now he just raises his arm up a little bit to activate the Dark Claw Mode feature. Just raise your arm up a little bit, right there, Megatron. Activate the Dark Claw Mode feature. Boom. He's ready to take on Optimus Prime. And now for further, let's see here. To further his attack, I will give him his tail. His whipping tail. Oh my gosh, I just reminded myself of the Boy Scout song, "A blue jay died of a whooping cough." Okay. Stay right there, Megatron. Please. Now take his Megatron Cyber Planet key, insert it into here. There we go. We are, and just tap this right into here. I think this should possibly, it does. It fits right there. It fits right into there. Now for the other side of the planet key, as we all know. There we go. The wheel will pop on out. Wheel will pop on out. Close that up right there. Put that on out right there. Now, for this right here, just going to take take the wheel. Put it on out, place it right into here. Rotate his arm, so. I'll admit this, like, I think he could have laid off of a few Energon Gazelles or something. Yeah, there he is, all ready, completely ready to take on the Decepticon, the Autobots, if at all possible. Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready for Metroplex? Also, I can't really forget to mention this right here. in the series, whenever he combined with Nemesis Breaker, I was beginning to think, are they going to do the same thing with him and Wing Saber? Is he going to make like a dark version of Wing Saber? Because if he is, like, how are they going to combine him on the back? Because like, this is in the way, this is in the way. Like, this whole assembly is in the way right here. So yeah, you would have that right there. But I'm glad they did not make a darker version of Wing Saber, because quite frankly, that would have been incredibly stupid to do. Incredibly ridiculous. So yeah, they have that. They have all this right here. So now, go ahead and pop this on open. Back into place right here. Wait. That's been out there in the wrong way. There we go. Set up right there. Here's how to adjust anything right here. And that right there. Go. There we are. And whoopsie daisies. Don't do the splits, Megatron. Don't do the splits. Yeah, there we go. There we are. There we have it. So yeah, there you have Nemesis Breaker right there. If y'all have enjoyed this video review, hit the like button, subscribe with me and Wishmaker. Check me out on my Temperament Gaming channel. Also, check me out on other social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Discord, and so on. Until next time, everyone, I'm Temperament, and I'll be signing off right now. So then, hang on for a second. Peace out!